Okie dokie. We are live. And I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure if this is sounding good. It looks so. I guess it is. Let's see this. I'm trying to keep my briefing out of the transmission. And this, how is this sounding? Supposedly it's good, but I'm not sure as well. Hello. Hello. Okay. Okay. Hello. 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 Fuck, dude. I will need to watch it. Damn. Damn. Fuck, dude. I will need to watch it. Damn. Damn. Okay. Let's try. So I need to speak more in order to see if it's working or not. Let's speak a little bit more. Let's try to say more things and try to see if it's sounding good or bad. Let's see. Okay. Let's try. So I need to speak more in order to see if it's working or not. Let's speak a little bit more. Let's try to say more things and try to see if it's sounding good or bad. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's good enough, right? Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, my fucking briefing is still on. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, my fucking briefing is still on. Yep, it is. Just a little bit. Let's try to make it harder. But I guess my voice is getting lower and lower and lower. Let's see. So yeah, I need to speak a lot and I need to breathe. So let me breathe like a dwarf, breathing really strongly. Let's see how this sounds. To speak a lot and I need to breathe. So let me breathe like a dwarf, breathing really strongly. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah, it has a bit of echo, but it's sounding okay. We should... Let me figure this out. We should... Oh man, it's so annoying to configure things. We should get our voice a little bit up, like 140%, maybe. It's on the spectrum, it's looking good, but I'm not sure. Let's try 150. 150, okay. So let's see how 150 is sounding. And what else did I had to do? I had to get something up. I guess it's the desktop audio. Let's get it to maybe 40%, right? Let's see how this is sounding. Let's see if it's better. To get something up. I guess it's the desktop audio. Let's get it to maybe 40%, right? Let's see how this is sounding. Let's see if it's better. Okay, we are improving a lot. So let me test
opinion of this person.
The overflow.
In those countries, there are also other
While
outcomes that I brought up to you about lower infant mortality rates.
This way we are going to test.
Wait, lower,
if
lower.
it's sounding good.
Yeah, let's go through.
Let's see.
Okay, so
improving a lot. So let me test
opinion of this person.
The overflow.
In those countries, there are also other outcomes that I
video
brought
is
up to you
playing, I'm
about
speaking,
lower
and
infant mortality rates.
this way
Almost
we
on
are going to
a lot
test.
of
Wait,
metrics
lower,
that haven't
If
lower.
it's sounding good.
Yeah, let's go through.
Let's see.
Okay, so
okay. I guess I want it a little bit lower. So it's on maximum volume here. And here I'm about half the volume. So okay, I'm going to bring the desktop audio to 30%. And my voice, I guess it's okay. But I should bring the bass a little bit lower. Too much bass. Let's see it this way. Maybe even lower a little bit. Okay, so this is the final test, I suppose. Let's see how it's sounding, and I guess we're good to go. Bring the bass a little bit lower. Too much bass. Let's see it this way. Maybe even lower a little bit. Okay, so this is the final test, I suppose. Let's see how it's sounding, and I guess we're good to go. Indeed, we're good to go. All right, so welcome to this transmission. I have stupidly tried to arrange things so it could be nicer to watch, and I guess I'm not as successful as I think I could be. Alright, but well, maybe this debate, yeah. No, not this one. I'm seeking for a video for us to. Okay, Tucker Carlson.
Mr. President, thank you for having us.
Thank you, Tucker.
Tucker Carlson's interview. Tucker Carlson's interview with Nayib Bukele, El Salvador's president. So yeah, let's hear what dude is doing.
Camp David, which is beautiful. So you were inaugurated 2 days ago. This is a small country, and yet your inauguration was international news, was everywhere. Why? Why do you think that is?
Well, it was a shock for us too. I mean, we knew that a lot of people were coming, and I mean that will draw some attention, of course. We had big delegations from with 110 countries. So of course that will draw news, because if a chancellor comes from a country, then he brings his media team and that will create some news over there. And if a president comes or a king comes, that will create some news. Even you came, so that creates some news. But
why were they coming?
Well, I don't know, different reasons, of course. I could ask you, why did you come, right?
I came because I think something remarkable is happening here. That's why. But I'm interested in why you think people came.
Yeah, different reasons. There are definitely different reasons. For example, the U.S. government sent a big delegation, but then we had also a delegation from Congress.
Out.
Yes.
Just a second. I need to hear this again.
Interested in why you think people came.
Yeah, different reasons. There are definitely different reasons. For example, the U.S. government sent a big delegation, but then we had also a delegation from Congress.
Out.
Yes.
Just a second. I need to hear this again.
Interested in why you think.
All right. Good enough.
It started as a Republican delegation, but then the Democrats jumped in the wagon, and we had a bipartisan delegation from Congress. So, it's like, so it adds up. I don't know at the end what happened, but I think that it's like how a star, how stars are born. They say that debris starts joining up, and if they become an asteroid. But if more debris joins up, it becomes a planet, because the gravitational pull. And more debris comes up, it becomes a star, because then the gravitational pull is too big. So that's called critical mass. So I don't know. Sometimes, just because God wants it like that, or just a stroke of luck or whatever, you get some critical mass in something you're doing, and then it becomes bigger than the sum of all of its parts. So I don't know. Probably he got some critical mass that we didn't foresee.
My guess is that of all the countries in the hemisphere, El Salvador seemed in the toughest shape, or close to the bottom in the rankings.
Definitely.
For everything.
Yes.
Lacking abundant natural resources, etc.
And since the country was born.
Is that true?
Yes. I mean, the country has been poor since it was born. Yeah. Lacking everything, basically.
Lacking everything, with a dense population, a lot of people packed in.
Yeah.
So how did you change it? I guess I'll cut right to it. If you can fix El Salvador, what are the lessons for the rest of us? What did you do first?
Well, of course, you cannot do anything if you don't have peace. right? And when I say peace, I include war, civil wars, invasion, crime. I mean, you need to have peace. You need to be able to move freely, to have your basic rights respected, starting with the right to live, the right to move, the right to have property. So you need your basic rights to be respected. So you need peace. That's the first thing a society will struggle to achieve. And once you achieve peace, then you can struggle for all the other things, like infrastructure, wealth,
Yes.
well-being, quality of life. But you have to start with peace. So we had to start with peace. And in the case of El Salvador, we were literally the murder capital of the world.
Yes.
And we turned it into the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. We're safer than any other country in the Western Hemisphere, which is, it was. If I would have said that 5 years ago, they would say that I was crazy, right?
Yes.
Because this was literally the most dangerous country in the whole world.
Your capital is now safer than our capital in
Yes,
Washington.
yes, yes.
A lot safer.
And the country is safer than the United States as a whole.
Yes.
The U.S. murder rate is around 6 murders per 100,000 inhabitants, and our murder rate is 2. So we're safer than Canada, safer than Chile, safer than Uruguay, safer than the U.S., safer than any country in the Western Hemisphere. There are countries in the other hemisphere that are safer than El Salvador, but not in the Western Hemisphere.
So you did that in just a couple years.
Yes, we did that basically in 3 years.
So what? Just bottom line it for us. What's the formula?
Well, I can tell you the official formula and the real formula.
Okay.
So the official formula is that we did a plan. I mean, we did a plan. It's not that. When I say official, I mean it's a lie. It's just the official one. We did a plan that was comprised of phases. So we roll up the first phase, then the next one, then the next one, and then gangs started attacking back. So we had to roll up everything at once, like in a hurry. So and it worked. It worked. In a couple of weeks, the country was transformed because the gangs were not yet arrested, but they were on the run. So we basically. In the roll-up of Phase 6, we basically pacified the country in a couple of weeks.
How do you do that? How do you pacify a country?
Well, the phases included building up of the police forces, the army. We doubled the army. We literally doubled the army to fight crime, to use the army to fight crime. And we equipped them before, like soldiers, we didn't have useful guns or vehicles, drones, basic things that an operation of that magnitude would need. So yeah, we roll up the phases and then we went after them.
Okay, so that's the official. That's the official.
Yeah, that's the official one.
What's the real?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle.
I love that. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's a miracle. When gangs started attacking us back, basically they killed 87 people in 3 days, which for a country of 6 million people, it's crazy. Would be the equivalent 60 times. Would be the equivalent of having 5,000 deaths in 3 days. 5,000 murders in the U.S. in 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were in a meeting, and well, when it started, not when it ended, but when it started, we were in a meeting at my office, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., just watching, what was happening and trying to figure out what to do, because the problem with the gangs is that they don't only attack their objectives. When they want to create terror, they can attack anyone. So they can actually kill their grandma.
Yes.
And it's your victim.
Yes.
Because they don't care about their grandma. You care about their grandma, so it's your victim. If they kill their grandma, you have one death, and they have, they achieved the terror that they want to create. So they can kill anybody.
Yes.
A woman walking by,
really
a guy
unfair.
working in the street, a taxi driver. They can kill anybody. And if the state goes after them, the state has no intention of killing or harming anybody, but the gang members. So you have 70,000 objectives, which were the 70,000 gang members, but they have 6 million possible targets. So it was almost an impossible task.
It's a guerrilla war, really.
Yes, it is, but it was an impossible task because you have to go after them. They were intertwined with the population. They were everywhere, and they were killing randomly. So how do you stop them? So we really tried to figure out what to do, and I basically said, well, we're looking into an impossible mission here. So we pray, and we.
You prayed in the meeting?
Yes, of course, several times. Yeah.
What did you pray for?
To wisdom, to win the war, to have. I thought at the time that we would have civilian casualties, so we said we prayed that the civilian casualties will be as low as possible. And we didn't have any civilian casualties.
What's
and
going
was
on?
everyone in the meeting comfortable with that?
Yes. All my security cabinet are believers. They all believe in God. We're a secular country, of course, but we all believe in God. So yeah.
MS-13 is one of the major gangs.
And they are satanic also.
That was my question. So very little.
Sorry.
No. But I would hope you will explain it because very little has been written in the West about this.
They're satanic, yes.
But actually, literally, can you explain?
Well, they didn't start as a satanic organization. MS-13 started in Los Angeles, in the U.S., because Salvadorans weren't allowed to sell drugs by the Mexican gangs. So they created a gang that was called the 18th Street Gang, because they basically wanted to sell drugs in a street that was 18th Street over there. But then division started they started dividing themselves and started infighting. So they created the MS-13. And then MS-13 started outgrowing the other gangs, and they started exporting the organization to other parts of the U.S. And when Bill Clinton decided to deport those guys, he didn't tell our government at the time, I'm deporting this criminal. They just sent them here. And they came, there were few, but unchecked. At the same time, some laws were passed to protect minors from imprisonment. And of course, the gangs used that to recruit 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. So at the beginning it was, some youth causing harm, assaulting, trying to control their territory, selling drugs, things that are bad, but probably not critical. But they grew, and they started controlling territories. A few years later, they were actually a huge international criminal organization that they have bases in Italy, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, the U.S. Basically, a lot of major cities in the U.S. you have strongholds of.
Right outside Washington, D.C.
Yes, of course. And you have in Long Island and
yes.
In L.A. It's a huge criminal international organization. So they grew and they started, killing more people just to get territory or to fight against rival gangs or to, collect debts or, money or whatever. But as the organization grew, they became satanic. They started doing satanic rituals. I don't know exactly when that started, but it was well documented.
Yes.
And in our arrest, we've even found altars and things like that.
Yes, I've seen them.
And so they became a satanic organization. And even when you, sometimes when you interview gang members that are in prison, they would say, I'm out of the gang. of course they're in prison, but they would say, I'm not a member of the gang anymore. And when they asked them why, I remember I remember the news outlet that made it but it's a very well-known news outlet that made this interview with a gang member in person. We allowed them to go into prisons and do the interviews. And the guy that they asked him, how many people have you killed? And he said, I don't remember. He didn't remember how many, probably 10, 20, he didn't remember. And then they asked him, and what is your position in the gang? He explained how he went up in positions, but I left the gang. I said, why do you left the gang? And he said, well, because I was used to kill people, but I killed for territory. I killed to collect money. I killed for extortion. But I came to to this house, and they were about to kill a baby. And he, the killer that had killed tens of people, said, oh, wait, what are we doing? Why are we going to kill that baby? And they told him, because the beast asked for a baby. So we have to give him a baby. So he said that he couldn't resist that. So he left the gang. He's in prison because, he's a killer. But he left the gang because he couldn't tolerate what he was seeing.
So human sacrifice was a part.
Well, in the United States a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago, I don't remember exactly, I saw the news that they were going to kill a young girl, or they killed a young girl, I don't exactly remember, because it was a satanic ritual. It happened in the U.S. a couple of weeks ago.
You may have come to the obvious conclusion that the real debate is not between Republican and Democrat, or socialist and capitalist, right, left. The real battle is between people who are lying on purpose and people who are trying to tell you the truth. It's between good and evil. It's between honesty and falsehood. And we hope we are on the former side. That's why we created this network, the Tucker Carlson Network. And we invite you to subscribe to it. You go to tuckercarlson.com/podcast. Our entire archive is there. A lot of behind-the-scenes footage of what actually happens in this barn when only an iPhone is running. tuckercarlson.com/podcast. You will not regret it.
So that's almost never described
No.
in English language press as clearly as you just described it.
No. Which is weird, right?
Well, you sort of wonder why.
Yeah.
If there's a spiritual component that's driving it, why not just say so?
Yes.
But I guess my point is you saw it as that.
Yes, of course. There's a spiritual war and there's a physical war. And the physical war could be, that's the unofficial.
Yes.
That's the unofficial version. The spiritual, if you win the spiritual war, it will reflect into the physical war. So I don't know how to call it, our impressive victory was because we won the spiritual war very, very fast.
Well, that leads me, I didn't expect.
Because you didn't have competition. I mean, they were satanic. I think that made it easier.
In your inaugural, and I was listening on headphones for the translation, so I just want to check this, you said, we have achieved this great victory and made this a safe country, and that's the predicate for everything that follows. And the next thing we're going to do in this term is to work on the economy to make it better.
Grow the economy, yeah.
And you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you said I have a 3-point plan, and I'm thinking, I wonder what that is. I don't know, start a Federal Reserve Bank? And you said the first point of my plan is seek God's wisdom.
Yes.
That is what you said.
Yeah, I said that, yeah.
Why would that be the first point of an economic plan?
Why wouldn't it be? What should be the first part of the plan?
Well, I think it should be.
Yeah.
But I can't.
And most people would think that, right?
I've never heard any leader of any country say that.
Because they probably forgot to represent the people that elect them, yeah. It's like you ask most of the people that elect the politicians, they say, yeah, that's fine, yeah, I believe that. But then you ask the politician, and he will say, no, that's not. I mean, so who is he trying to pander into? I mean, it doesn't make sense, right?
Do you think...
So it's a common sense thing to seek God's wisdom.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a prerequisite for wise decision making, I would say.
Yes, exactly. So that's the first part of our plan.
I don't know why it makes me laugh. Do you think that that's one of the reasons that your successes, which are just measurable. I'm not saying this for ideological reasons, but just a fact that you've transformed the country in a good way and that you're literally the most popular elected leader in the world. Again, not speculation, provable fact. You'd think that would be greeted in the hemisphere as this amazing thing, like what's going on in El Salvador, and instead, there's been this, what's going on in El Salvador?
Yeah.
There's been hostility.
Yes.
Do you think that's why?
I'm not sure, but one of the reasons is that we don't pander to them. So probably they don't like that. It's probably a reason. It's like there's. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theory. I'm going to go into provable facts, right? Like you said. So there's worldwide agendas, right? These are provable facts, right? They have benchmarks that they need the countries to follow and they need the countries to do. This is, out there, right? But sometimes if you work on those things, you're probably neglecting the important things for your people, the things that your people are really asking for. Give you an example. When we arrested the gang members that were killing so much people that we were the murder capital of the world, literally the most dangerous place in the whole world, more dangerous than Haiti, right? More dangerous than Iraq. This was literally the most dangerous country in the world. We have triple the amount of the murder rate that Haiti has right now. With all the mayhem that they have, we have triple that here. So what do you have to do? You have to stop that, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you don't even need to have a big thought process. You have to stop that. That's the first thing you have to do. When we did that, we got huge condemnations. You name it. Say an organization, we got a condemnation from them. So, and a lot of them were human rights organizations. And you would ask, but what about the human right of a woman not to be raped? I mean, what about the human right of kids to play or to be free or to go to the park? And what about the human right to live, or the human right to walk in the street, right? But no, they were worried about the human rights of the killers, which they have human rights. I don't say they don't. They're humans. But if you have to prioritize, what will you prioritize? Yes. Right? The human rights of the honest, hardworking, decent people, not the human rights that they do have. But you won't prioritize the human rights of the killers and rapists and murderers. And so we secured the country, and we did it with no help from any other country, and with huge condemnation in everything that we were doing. Everything. I mean, we changed the Attorney General. We got so much condemnation because we changed the Attorney General that we need to change to prosecute the murderers. So we basically they tried to block every step of what we were doing, and now it's that the results are there. It's they're tangible, measurable, undeniable.
Okay.
Now they don't know what to do, because a lot of other countries are saying, maybe a lot of other countries similar to ours that have similar problems, they are saying maybe we should do that too. But they don't want that because that's not in their agenda.
But I guess that's why I came here, to be totally honest, is what your success says about the country that I live in or other countries in the hemisphere or in Europe, where people are killed by the thousands every year. And what you've proven with very little money and no help from anyone else is it's not that hard to fix. Therefore, all that killing must be a voluntary decision that my government and many other governments are making about their own citizens.
You can make that logical.
Well, I don't know what other conclusion to reach. If El Salvador can do it, what's going on here?
Yes, you can make that logical conclusion. I think that's probably what they are afraid of. Because, I mean, we don't have weapons of mass destruction, right?
No.
So why are they afraid? Why would they take so much time in make condemnations to El Salvador, right? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, you didn't send a man to the moon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think they're afraid of the example. because a lot of people might say, hey, we want that too. If they can do it with no money, with very few resources, and with a huge problem, because I heard some people say, oh, well, somebody could do it because the problem was not that big. I'm like, we're literally the murder capital of the world. How bigger can it get, right? We were literally the most dangerous place in the world, 3 times more dangerous than Haiti right now. So, I mean, what bigger how bigger can the problem get? And at the same time, we had very few resources, and we were able to do it with no civilian casualties. After we started the war on gangs, we had no civilian casualties, and we lost 8 between police officers and soldiers, and we basically eradicated all crime.
So
And we arrested 70,000 gang members, which the number is not a number that just came up. That's the official number that all the organizations said we had of gang members. And you can watch the World Bank reports, etc. They said El Salvador has around 70,000 gang members and 500,000 collaborators. So we spared the collaborators basically, and we only got the gang members. Why? Because most of the collaborators were just, family members,
Yes.
or, the woman that sell tortillas, and she had to tell, oh, the police is coming, because if not, she would probably have been killed by the gang. So most of the collaborators were not really criminals,
Yes.
but just people living in a society that was controlled by gangs. The government the real government was the gangs. Just like in Haiti, you have a fake government and you have the real government. The government in Haiti is the gangs. It was like that. You had a formal government, of course, with offices and everything, but you have the real government in the territory, which were the gangs.
So, I mean, and I know you want to stick to the facts, but I mean, at some point you do have to, I mean, this is a really important question. Why would a government that has the means to end violent crime?
Just a second.
Not all, there's always going to be crime.
Alrighty, we're back. Bubu, filha. Back in black. So at the moment I won't be doing the YouTube thing. For I have not the capabilities to do so at the moment. I'm watching my lovely daughter, so I can only afford to play, and that's good enough, I guess. Alrighty. I want to keep this here, and this fortune, I think I have to go to the fair and talk to that guy. The visionary. No, it's not called visionary, it's é, filha, essa roupinha é bem legal, né? É uma roupinha bem legal. It's not a visionary, it's foreseer. Oh, dude, man, I can't remember. Oi, filha. É, isso é bem legal, né? So, okay. Dude, I need to know what to do. I have so many fucking quests. I guess I'm going to forget the quests that are too advanced. Oi, meu amor. Oi, filha. Esse é o telefone. Alô? 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 Quem é que tá falando? É a Maria Antônia? Oi, Maria Antônia. Papaiana? Alright. So I need to forget some of the quests, right? Dude, what should I do? I could complete these ones, right? Mine spiders, so they are here. So we have a long way to travel. Where's the glyph master? I might have a waypoint there, but I don't think so. But anyways, it's worth to look. It's worth it. It's worth it. Brainwashing device. Fuck that shit. Why should I want to be brainwashed? This is not at my reach. Totonha. Oh, this is so cute. Mamãe, filha. Espera, filha, calma. Calma, mamãe já vem. Mamãe já vem. Here we go. Oh, I haven't even discovered this path. Okay, so yeah, we haven't discovered nothing, and that's the long to there. So let's make the way. Oi, filha. Ai, esse é bem legal, hein? Esse é bem legal, bebê. Muito legal esse. Ui. Cuidado, filha. Ixi, mamãe brigou, filha. Mamãe brigou. Nem um pouco. Vamos colocar que eu sou um pouco besta. Só um pouco. Você viu lá que foi o neto da Leda? Ah, você é moleque, né? 18, 20. Uma coisa assim. Né? Não, amor. Estou hibernando como um urso. Baixo consumo de calorias e... Vamos, mãe. Vamos. Eu sempre quero comer, mãe. Alright. Alright. Keep on rolling, baby. Know the top of it. I don't know what he says at the end. I know the top of it. Don't be me. Oh, shit. I almost went the wrong way. I have just circled those. It's not called mountains. Shit, this is the second word I should be researching. Let's open the freaking thing. Because I have prepared a window just for that. Come on. Let's go. I'll just say Sarah in English. This is lazy as fuck, right? Chat GPT to research this type of stuff. Oh, my boy is low as fuck today. Let me take a look at this. Sees mute over 6,000 kbps. Oh shit. Okay. Apparently my bitrate of the transmission is not good. So this is a series of mountains. It's a mountain range or sierra. Sierra, just like the game industry enterprise. There you go. Thank you, ChatGPT. You're the best. You're the best. So this is a sierra, and I should circle the sierra going southwards and then eastwards, right? Now we are going at the right place. But I'm not sure if this is a good quest to do. I'm just doing it because Quest UI is telling me to do, but it's level 10. I mean, I'm dumb. Okay. Good to know. Dumb AF. So howdy for you who is watching. Good to have you here. If you want, so you can say something on the chat. I promise to look at it. This is a promise I can keep. Let's go. I have to kill the freaking spiders. Freaking spiders. Mine spiders are all dead. This fucker is doing it also. He's like big level, right? No, he's 11. He is right. I'm the weird guy here. Die. And you die. And you die. I wish all enemies were like that. Let's loot them, because we can always auction things. Oi, filha. Let's loot them. Oi, meu amor. Tô. O que você quer?
Tá querendo a menina enquanto eu boto a comida no fogo, porque ela tá.
Mas você tirou ela daqui, coloca ela aqui de volta.
Mas ela quer ficar. Ai, que horror. Nossa.
Ai, ai. Oi, filha. So there's something I would like to do. Oh, I have mail. Probably I have auctioned something. Auctions, right? I guess that's the right way to pronounce the word auction. Let's see how to pronounce auction. Auction. Walk, talk, auction. Auction. Yeah, fucking good. We are speaking in English. So great. Amazing. Very good. So, what I'm trying to do here is I have to finish this stupid quest. Level 10 quest. I'm a fucking level 17. I shouldn't be messing around with younger guys. And I should like bring this transmission up again because it's saying that the bitrate's not good. But I don't know how to configure the bitrate here. Can I do it while I'm transmitting? I guess I can't. here we go. Let's try this. Not sure. Okay, I have changed things. Hopefully things are better now. YouTube Studio is saying, oh, I can't handle the necessary bitrate. So yeah, my transmissions are going to look like shit. Very good. Very cool. And these spiders, they really don't like to spawn. Oh, there we go. There we go, little buddy. You're dead. Okay. Okay. Now we're finishing this. Maybe a charitable soul someday will afford me better internet connection. Oh man, I'm really poor at the moment. Really poor. And I have to prioritize what's important. So, first of all, my daughter's milk. That's the first thing. Then it comes my wife's needs and women's stuff. And after all of this and the common spendings that we have in a household, at least we have that is entertainment, and that includes internet connection, because we have internet. So I'm affording like a shit connection. Oh, I can't just circle. Fuck. So I'm affording like a bad internet connection, and that's good enough for my wife. But for me, like to stream, not good, man. Really not good. So we have like, yeah, shit connection. I thought we could do it because let me try to show you. Let's see, internet speed test. Yeah, there you go. I'm using it a lot, so it's not going to be a good test. My dude is not even testing. And yes, I use Microsoft Edge. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I'm a Gates boy. Gates boy. Let's finish done quests, and I guess this test is not going to happen then. Simply not going to happen. accept, initiate. Fuck you. Okay, so download speed. We are on 700 megabits. Megabits, right? Per second. And upload, that's the shitty part. We are at 40, 42, 43. So 40 Mbps bit rate streaming. Let's see that. Your upload speed 40% upload. I guess 70%. This, I guess this is full HD, right? It's like not this. It's on 920, 1080, 60 frames. Recommended bitrate. $18,662. So let's do this. Configurations. It's far from what is recommended, but that's what we can do. No, come on, man. Come on, no. The recommended upload speed, upload bit rate is 6800. So I should be able to do this. Fuck. Let's level this at a lower point. Let's try to do it like 10 freaking thousand kbps. All right. And this should be good. This should be just a-okay. But no, it's still saying that my bitrate is like 2700. The heck, man. Let's see the shit. How is this going? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I tried so far. How is the lyric? I tried so hard, and that's so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Tucker Carlson, motherfucker. Not at the moment. Later, we are going to listen to him. Current quests continue. Choose our reward. It's based on price for us, so let's go. New quest. Fucking hell, man. I won't do it. Fuck you. Level 10. Come on. I'm really dumb to get these quests. I should be doing better quests. For sure. Okay. We are walking there. Where is it? Goldshire. Let's finish this quest as well. and try to get the important stuff. Important quests. Just the ones that Quest UI recommends. They are pretty cool. This UI is like pretty cool. Pretty cool. All of this is cool. This add-on, it's called PF UI, and I have installed also Quest UI, and all of them are from this guy. This guy. The fuck, man. Oh, it's not sure. Fuck that shit. Website, no. Okay. It's a guy. Shady. Shredder. Shringen. I don't know his name. Alrighty. I'll bring up the Tucker Carlson interview.
People breaking laws, but violent crime, people murdering and raping each other
Yes.
is a voluntary decision that a government makes. Why would a government choose to have that?
I don't know. I don't know. I can make up theories, but I really
But
don't.
you have a gut instinct about it?
I think it's a combination of factors like everything.
Yes.
They might be evil people that that are doing it on purpose, of course, and probably planning stuff. I don't know.
Yes. Possible.
Yeah, possibly. At the same time, there's a lot of people that they just being fed these ideologies, and they think they're doing the right thing.
Yes.
Right, like allowing shoplifting, for example.
Yes.
That's the most stupid thing you can think of, but they do it.
Oh, you don't allow shoplifting here?
No, of course not. So, but you would think, why would anybody think allowing shoplifting would be a good idea?
I don't know.
Why? I mean, that's the stupidest thing to think, right? Or
Right.
giving away drugs. I said this in an
Yes.
interview. Or giving away drugs. Let's give away drugs, right? It's like very stupid things.
Very
And
stupid.
You would guess that some of the
He's
people
right.
doing enacting these policies are not necessarily evil. They're just they've been fed this ideology. They think they're doing the right thing. It's like, I'll give you an example. I think a month ago or something like that. Yeah, like a month. The Spanish police arrested a gang member that had fled El Salvador. So the gang member escaped. He flew. He went to Spain, and with an international operation between the police of our police and the Spanish police and Interpol, they were able to arrest the guy. So in those cases, you need to do an extradition because it's an automatic, international operation. So they just get the guy, process him and
Yes.
send him to the original police for they file the claim.
Green dye.
So the Spanish police was very proud of the arrest. So they put it up in Twitter. So they said, we just arrested this gang member. So I quoted the tweet, and I said, great, send him, we'll take care of him, right? So that was used in his court hearing in Spain as a proof that he wouldn't get a fair trial here. So he was protected by Spanish laws, and he stayed there in Spain.
No quest on the map.
Maybe they don't have enough gang members in Spain.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't care if they want to keep him. It's a mouth that we don't have to feed. It's a mouth that we don't have to feed, right?
Yes.
But so they can keep him. But the thing is that you would think, why would the Spanish government want an extra gang member?
Yeah. Yes.
And it's not necessarily out of evil. It's just that the laws, the system, the things that are being fed to the judge, to the prosecutor. So they think that that my tweet was too mean And this gang member, his rights would be not respected, or he wouldn't get a fair trial in El Salvador, so he had to stay in Spain to be protected. I mean, they know he's a killer. They actually arrested him because of that. It was an international operation and everything. They know he probably murdered dozens of people, but they feel the need to protect him.
So what's sad about that is that that's a sign that your defense mechanism no longer works.
Yes.
And that your society is dying.
Yes.
And Spain is in my opinion, a
Western
wonderful
civilization is reaching a point into its system. It will start failing.
I think that's obvious to those of us with great sadness, to those of us who live here.
Unless things are done, of course. You can always do
So,
stuff
okay, two-part question. Why do you think that's happening? Because it is recognizably happening in real time before us.
Oi.
And what can be done at this point?
Diga, o que você quer? Traz ela pra mim, meu bem, eu já falei. Tá bom. Alright, fellas, I'll be right back. Tá bom? Alright, we're back. Back in black. And well, we are trying. We are trying. Fuck. Alright, dude. Awesome. Awesome. I need to mine more. Mamãe já vem, filha. Mamãe já vem. Espera, filha. Mamãe já vem. Oi, meu amor. É, mamãe já vem. É, mamãe já vem. É. Calendar. Dark Shore. Dark Shore. Oi, filha. Oi. Ei, bebê. Oi, filha. É. A mamãezinha já vem. Então vejamos. Pum, pum, pum. É, bebê. Oi, filhinha. Que foi, bebezinho? Que foi, bebê? Vai brincar? Brincar, filho. Brincar, meu amor. É. É. Que foi? É, a geladeira é muito gelada, né? A geladeira.